know what? You know what? Can I tell you guys something? We're friends here, right? I have gotten such a bad rap about Yowie. I have heard the most amazing lies about me and Yowie. I mean, like, you wouldn't believe it. If somebody said, you heard that somebody said this about me, you'd be like, that never even came close to happening. Why do they say such mean things? I have heard things like, Vic hates styling Yowie, and one time a fan came up and gave him Yowie, and he threw his Sharpie in their face. And he walked away from the autograph session. It's never happened. Never, ever even close. I've never thrown anything, and I've never walked away, ever. This was the best. This was the best. Vic was doing an autograph session one time, and somebody asked him to sign Yowie, and he, like, asked them where they got it, and they pointed to some girl who drew it over in the artist alley, and he got up from the table and he went over there and screamed at the girl. Would you like to know what really happened?
Yeah.
I was signing, this Anime Weekend Atlanta, I still remember. I was signing, and somebody brought up Yowie for me to sign, and I said exactly what I always said. Oh, sweetie, I'd really rather not sign this, but if you'd like me to sign something else, I'll be happy to. So she gave me something else, and with her, beside her, was this girl who made this little statue of one of my characters. And no, she didn't make it, she gave it to me, and I recognized the artwork, the style of this little sculpture. And I said, is she here? And she said, yeah, she's right over there. And she pointed over to Artist Alley, and the girl was standing over there at her table waving. And I immediately went over there and went up to the girl and said, I love what you made. And the girl said, would you record a video? We are doing a fun little sarcastic parody called Voice Actor Wars. Would you do like a recording of you challenging Aaron Dismuke to a fight? And I'm like, sure, tell me when you're rolling. And she went, now. And I went, come on, Aaron, what's up? You want some of that? That's what happened. Notice how it got perverted and distorted by somebody who wanted to be hurtful and cause trouble. You guys, do me a favor. You may think this is a small event, but there are 500 of you. You have the power to stop that kind of garbage. Speak up. When you are in forums or on websites where people are being hurtful and hateful and making up lies about people, take a stand for what's right. Will you do that? Just say, hey, you know what? Say to these people, you know what? You would be mortified if somebody did that to you. You would be so hurt if somebody who you didn't even know was saying mean things just to get attention, just to cause you trouble. So I would like to encourage you guys to try to be the voice of kindness and support doing the right thing when you're out all over cyberspace. Another lie that I heard was that I'm currently suing a hotel because someone slid Yowie under my door. My hotel. Okay, now, I'm sorry, that's retarded. I mean, not only has no one, mark my words, as God is my witness, and you know I would not say that casually. No one has ever slid anything under my door, much less Yowie. And why would the hotel be liable for that? You know what I'm saying? The stories, they don't even make sense. So anyway, here's my answer to your question. Yowie's not my thing. You know what? But wait a minute. If it's yours, God bless you. You know, I mean, if you enjoy it, that's great. And I'm happy, you know, if you get a kick out of certain things and that I don't, that's just the way it is, right? We all have different things that we like and don't like. We all gravitate to different interests and preferences. So for me, that's just not my thing. But I have no problem with those who like it. And I have never been unkind or rude to anyone who is a Yowie fan, and I never will.
That's a good answer.
So. Yes, sir. With another cool hat. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that is really cool. I just kind of said that, but now I see. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, okay, so, was that Anime Boston? It says Jigen, but no one knew who Jigen was. Not even Lupin. How do you feel about the people who about the present anime?
I'm incensed. I am livid. No, I don't really know what you're talking about. But I support you completely. If you think there is injustice here, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. This was at Anime Boston?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anime Boston is huge. I don't know. Who was there? Was Tony Oliver there? Was a voice actor from Lupin there?
No, cosplayer. No one.
Oh, Lupin cosplayer. I don't understand that. I am as baffled by that as you are, my friend. Yes.
I was wondering if you would take back the R word.
Huh? What R word is she talking about?
Oh. Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
I take it back.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't even know the word she was talking about. I'm so sorry. Yes. Is that an offensive word? I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
I meant foolish. You know, I just mean foolish. I apologize, certainly. Yes. Yes. That's a great question. One of the fun things about voice acting is you get to play characters that you are not yourself. You know what I mean? Like, an on-screen actor is going to be limited by his physical type. You know what I mean? He's going to be cast to play things that he could physically play. I would never in a million years be cast to play Edward Elric, because I could be Ed's grandpa.
A little bit like that.
You know what I mean? And I could never be cast to play Broly. For obvious reasons. But the fun thing about voicing anime is you get the opportunity to play characters that are very much against, you know, what your physical type is. But as far as getting into certain roles, it really depends on the character. And some are, you know, like some characters are really bad guys, you know what I mean? They're very evil. And I'm not evil. Not that I'm aware of. So obviously I don't have any personal experience. I've never performed alchemy. I've never gone Super Saiyan. So there are a lot of things that my characters do that I don't really have any personal experience doing. But you just kind of use your imagination and you do the best you can. And you know what's very important? The director is very crucial in helping you kind of zero in. You know what I mean? On exactly how he wants that character portrayed. He may want a little more comedy to it, or he may want a little darker, or he may want a little crazier, or whatever. So the director is very important in helping kind of refine that. Now, before I forget, you guys, because we're going to run out of time so fast, we're going to run out of time now. I have to show you this. I think you're going to want to see this, all right? You guys, let me tell you, listen, I would stay all afternoon and answer questions. I really would. I love to talk to you guys. But I have something that I think you'll want to see.
Is it Full Metal?
Happy birthday, sis.
My birthday's in May.
It's everybody's birthday today.
A very, very good birthday to you.
Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, sweetie. What's your name? Hannah. Happy birthday, sweetie. Guys, everybody, say happy birthday to Hannah.
Happy
birthday, Hannah. That was awesome. You guys, this thing that I want to show you is 15 minutes long, and it's 5 till, so we're going to go over already, but I think you'll want to see it. Very shortly after we started recording Full Metal Alchemist, I really kind of started getting excited about the show, started getting really interested in the characters, and I was at a convention in Ohio, and one of the fans that was dressed as Ed had his red coat, and this fan came up to me and said, can I take a picture of you wearing my red coat? And I was like, wow, sure, I'd love it. So I put on the red coat, and the fan took a picture, and then the whole rest of the weekend, a lot of fans were coming up going, oh, you should cosplay as Edward Elric. was like, you know what? That's the worst idea ever. Because I'm like old and you know, tall. No, I know, not really, but you know what I mean. So,
Are you insinuating something?
No, nothing. Ed is huge. But then I started thinking, my wheels started turning, and I started thinking, what would be a plausible story whereby a grown man could start turning into an anime character? And then I made up this little story idea. And then I thought, hey, no one has ever made a little fan film where voice actors cosplayed as their characters. And so I started asking some of the other Full Metal Alchemist voice actors if they would like to be in this little thing with me. And they were like, heck yes we would. So they like made their own costumes, and we all got together one weekend in Houston, Texas, and we made something called Full Metal Fantasy. Now, let me tell you, when I finished this, I showed it for about a year at conventions. And it started becoming kind of popular at conventions, and Funimation called and they said, hey, we didn't realize it was going to be this popular. We don't want to make the Japanese upset. We don't want to make the people that own the Japanese company that owns Full Metal Alchemist upset that we made this. I'm like, well, you didn't make it. I made it. And it was just for fun. I don't charge for it. I'm not making any money. It was purely out of love for the show. And they're like, yeah, we understand that, but we don't want them to get upset with us, so would you please table it? And I was like, oh, gosh. It needs so much work. I'm like, what are my options? Sure, of course I will. So I put it away, and I didn't show it for a couple of years. And people would always write me and ask me, are you going to show this? When will you show it? I'm not allowed, sorry. Well, last year, a very sweet girl that works at Funimation called me and said, I have some good news for you, Vic. She said, if you will let me know when you intend to show it, you can start showing Full Metal Fantasy again at the conventions you go to. So that's what I'm going to show you today. You're going to get to see that. Now, I have one request, one stipulation. This is very important to me, you guys. Do not videotape this and put it on the internet. Please, promise me? I'll tell you why. I want people to experience it the way you're experiencing it.
Okay.
I want them to be able to watch it with a crowd of fans in a nice room on a big screen with big sound. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to see it like handheld, 10 rows back and all the different noise and stuff. I want them to experience it the way you're getting it to. So please do me that honor and not put this on the internet, okay? Promise?
Wait.
Okay. And you guys watch your neighbors. If you see them shooting,